Hey, welcome back. Sorry about that. It's South Florida. It's the summer, and sometimes the electricity flickers on and off. And when that happens, your Wi-Fi goes away. And when your Wi-Fi goes away, you lose your podcast stream. There's, you know, kind of limited in how those things, in my ability to control those things. So we're doing this as a two-parter now. Part one, I just talked about I was doing Naked Gun. Now we're doing Happy Gilmore. And what I was saying is leading into Happy Gilmore was that I I was more of a Sucker Abrams person than Adam Sandler person, but I did love Adam Sandler on Saturday Night Live. Okay, everything he did on Saturday Night Live, I just loved it, and I enjoyed some of his movies. Like his first couple movies, I didn't really care for at all. I just thought they were just beyond dumb. And then, but like actually, Happy Gilmore was one of his first movies where I was like, okay, you know what? I did like this movie. Um, would not have been in one of my top five from the 80s or 90s. Just would not have been. Would not have even been in top five for just the 90s. But definitely top 20, maybe top 10 if I had to sit down and make the whole list. Uh, and was until Wedding Singer was my favorite Adam Sandler movie, Adam Sandler comedy anyway, and then he went on to do more. So I was absolutely 100% looking forward to a Happy Gilmore sequel. Like, I don't, there. Just make me laugh, like that's what I'm looking for with comedies, make me laugh. And there was literally nothing remotely funny in the first 10 minutes of this movie. And not only was there nothing remotely funny in the first 10 minutes of the movie, the first 10 minutes of the movie didn't even try to be funny. And if it was trying to be funny, I want someone to explain to me what's funny about a dude hitting a golf ball at a tournament. A dude who, by the way, has won the biggest golf tournament in the world 5 different times, then hitting a golf ball, which then hits his wife on the head and kills her. If you find that funny, you're kind like, that's not like dark humor. That's not any kind of humor. That's just depressing and horrible. And if you're laughing at that, like you're like, ah ha ha ha, he killed his wife. It's like, fuck you, man. Like that's fucked up. And then he becomes an alcoholic because of it. And if you're like, ha ha ha, he's an alcoholic now, again, fuck you. Because there's nothing funny about being an alcoholic. There's just nothing funny about the first 10 minutes of this movie. It was perplexingly terrible. And the subsequent time, and the problem is that the first 10 minutes of the movie sets up the rest of the movie. And so like you're mired in this. I don't like how we got where we are. So how am I supposed to feel about where we are? I don't like the fact that Happy Gilmore has won this tournament 5 times and stopped golfing completely when he killed his wife. And when he killed his wife, he became an alcoholic. And when he became an alcoholic, he lost all his money. And when he lost all his money, he lost his house again, his grandmother's house, which was the entire conceit of the first movie. Like, why are we taking the character that has accomplished a lot in the time, not the time leading up to the movie, but like the time leading up to the movie minus 15 years. Why are we taking the 15 years before the next 15 years and saying none of that matters? We're taking him backwards from where he started the first movie. Like it made no sense. Like you're taking somebody who climbed out of the ditch and not just knocking him into the ditch, but knocking into the ditch even deeper. And it's perplexing and it doesn't make any sense. And there are, dozens, if not millions of ways to make Happy Gilmore have to go back and golf again at the age of 50 something. And none of them need to involve him either killing his wife, neither killing his wife, nor being an alcoholic. Like, everything that happened in this movie could have happened without the driver being that he killed his wife and he's an alcoholic now. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Now, I guess the only good part about it's a terrible way to put it, but like John Daly's in this. So one of the things about this movie is, if you haven't heard anything about it, is it is filled to the brim with cameos. Like, there's like so many cameos. There are so many people playing themselves, and then so many people popping in to just play a side character that is funny and momentary. And it's absurd. And I would not have a problem with that. And I would enjoy that thoroughly if, again, he hadn't killed his wife and he's an alcoholic. Like, I eventually I did get past that. Okay. Eventually I did get past it. And like halfway through the second act, once he's golfing again, and not when he's first trying to learn to golf again, where Eric Andre's in the movie, and it's what, once he's actually golfing again, it's like, okay, this is fun, until he starts drinking again. It's like, this movie is so frustrating, and it's 2 hours long, which is 30 minutes longer than the original movie. Take out everything where he's drinking, getting drunk, and where he's killing his wife, and having to make amends for that, and you've got a perfectly fine movie. Like, and like the main conceit of the movie ends up being that he needs money, and the tour needs to be saved from a corporate douchebag who's creating a secondary golf tour, which is an affront on the PGA tour, although they never use the PGA, but it's an affront to the primary golf tour. It's basically like, the Live tour, but like wacky is the new tour. And it's just like, okay, why can't that just be the thing? Why can't they just go and say, Happy, you saved us once, can you come and save us again? And that's the movie. And I think everybody would be fine with that. And I don't think you would need to kill the wife for him to do that. I don't think you would need to make him an alcoholic for him to do that. Now, okay, maybe he could have some drinks with John Daly. I mentioned that in my review of Naked Gun, that there were characters in both of these movies that were not the number one characters, but were just wonderful, amazing characters nonetheless, that just ran away with the movie. And the first one, it was Pamela Anderson, and this one's John Daly. Every single second that John Daly's on screen is just amazing. The character that John Daly is playing is basically a caricature of John Daly, as you would imagine John Daly would be, as just this, literally the random guy that shows up and wins a wins a tournament. But he didn't just win any tournament. He won like a major tournament, and it was like, what? Basically the impetus for Happy Gilmore. And he just shows up, and it's everything single moment with John Daly is pure gold. And so here at Real to Real Talk, excuse me, here at Real to Real Talk, we do tacos instead of stars. And if we feel like something deserves a little extra, we'll add guac to it, because instead of doing a half a taco, because nobody eats half a fucking taco. And so here are my reviews. So let's go back. Naked Gun. Saw this in a theater with my brother and my son. Excuse me. That's terrible. Naked Gun, the reboot, I'm giving 3 tacos plus guac. It's almost a four. Three fantastic tacos, one ginormous cup of delicious guac. It's almost a four taco movie. The reality is it's dumb, and it's too dumb to get four tacos. Like I can't give it four tacos, but I can't give it three tacos plus absolutely delicious guac. And then the second movie that we're doing is Happy Gilmore 2, now on Netflix, the biggest Netflix release of all time. And this was a difficult one because I was really torn. And parts of me was like, you know what? It deserves two tacos plus guac. It's not something I'll ever watch again. So automatically below three tacos. Um, but I didn't mind the third act and the second half of the second act. Uh, and so maybe, you know, but I'm giving it two tacos. They're good tacos, you know. Honestly, I the only reason why I was thinking I'd give it guac is because of John Daly. Like I would give John Daly guac, but I don't know. I bet John Daly doesn't even like guac. Like I'm just gonna say it. I'm gonna just say John Daly would just want the fucking tacos. He doesn't want guac. So we're gonna not do the guac. Next week, I'll be coming back. We'll be doing a horror movie, which I am really, really looking forward to, called Weapons. Sergio had originally last week said he was going to hop on for that one. He is backed out of that because he didn't realize just how children in peril that movie was going to be, and so you know, he's out. But I'll be here. I'm in. I'm all in on Weapons. You'll see me here. I hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful week. And hey, go see some movies, man. Go either see The Naked Gun or Fantastic Four. Go see Fantastic Four. It was really good.